Alright, welcome back to the Rebel Basketball League, and this is the second to last episode for NBA 2K24. And just so you know, if you want your custom players to return in NBA 2K25, become a channel member with the link in the description. And in this video, we will give out the awards voted by the RBL Discord, and by the end of this video, we will get our final four and then see who wins the championship in the next episode. And just a warning for the first round, I did lose a lot of clips in the first round. However, I have every single game for the second and third round, so don't worry about that. Like off the top of my head, I didn't get games like Montreal versus St. Louis Game 2 and Game 1 of Virginia and Tampa in the first round. But yeah, I got the rest of the clips. But before we get into the playoff games, let's get into the final awards of NBA 2K24. So here are the candidates for the MVP award. We have Jackson Coffey, Chase Allcroft, Dwight Howard, Zach Edey, and Keon Frost. So the winner of the final MVP of RBL NBA 2K24 will be Chase Allcroft of the Cincinnati Lions, and for the first time, we had a full-on campaign in the Discord, and normally that's not allowed, but it's the final season, so I figured we'd have some fun, so congrats to Chase Allcroft. He's by far the clutchest player in RBL history, and I'm excited to see what he can do against Baltimore in the first round. Alright, the next award will be Rookie of the Year, and this class was insane. The potential winners are going to be Kyrie Irving, Jim Bob, Keon Frost, Austin Hamilton, and Klay Thompson. So the winner of this highly competitive Rookie of the Year race is Kyrie Irving of the Raleigh Cavalry. Unfortunately, his team did not make the playoffs, but Kyrie did his thing, and it definitely was not on him. On to Defensive Player of the Year. We got George Ham, Keon Frost, Zach Edey, Jarrett Culver, and Mihi Mam. So the final Defensive Player of the Year is going to go to Zach freaking Edey of the OKC Wolverines, who adds yet another award to his legacy. He's got Rookie of the Year, two-time MVP, RBL champion, and now Defensive Player of the Year. By far the greatest RBL player of all time. But I will say, George Ham of the Chicago Legacy kind of got robbed, but that's alright. The Sharpshooter of the Year race features some former winners, Jimmer Fredette, Devontae Graham, and Imani Bates, and there's also Klay Thompson and rookie Rocky Will. The Sharpshooter of the Year award will go to Jimmer Fredette of the Kansas City Sparrows, who is now the first ever two-time Sharpshooter of the Year winner, so congrats to Jimmer. The Sixth Man of the Year race was very close, and it's between Brady Bennett, Sharif O'Neal, Zaire Wade, Miles Bridges, and Chad Warner. So the Sixth Man of the Year winner is going to be Sharif O'Neal of the Fort Worth Panthers, and I'm sure Shaq is very proud of him. And the last two awards were actually a tie, so I will be the sole vote to break it. The candidates for Most Improved Player is Zaire Wade, George Ham, Jackson Coffey, Thomas Mueller, and lastly Cameron Reddish. And the winner of the Most Improved Player of the Year award will go to Zaire Wade, who had by far the biggest improvement for the Nashville Stars. And let's now get into the last award for NBA 2K24 RBL. We have the Offensive Player of the Year award. So it's going to be between Zach Edey, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, rookie Jim Bob, and Cam Reddish. So the final Offensive Player of the Year is going to be rookie Jim Bob of the Columbus Coyotes, one half of the new Splash Brothers. Alright, we are now done with the awards, and let's take a look at the bracket, and then we're going to get into the games and get our final four. And then in the last episode, the finals, we're going to go over who wins the bracket challenge. So very excited. Let's get into the games, guys. And here we go. We're kicking off with St. Louis versus Montreal. The number 6 seed Montreal are going to take on the number 11 St. Louis Sound. And we have a pretty close game. Let's see who wins this. Alright, the Firebirds with ball. We have Robert Horn, one of the best players in the league, especially when it comes to the clutch ability. Here's Mickey Blumenthal. And gets a three-point jump shot. Very clutch stuff there. Good shot there from Mickey Blumenthal. Let's see how the Sound can respond. Here is Justice Winslow with the ball. Great ball handler. He makes a great bounce pass to James Harden. He's posting up on Robert. Should be an easily shot. And he gets it to go. Bad mismatch there. The 6'6" Harden on like the 6' Robert Horn. Alright, Horn with the ball. Pick and roll with Jamari Prendergast. And looks like he's going to give it to Mickey Blumenthal once again. And Mickey is clutch right now for the Firebirds, keeping them alive. And James Harden with the free throw right there. So that puts the Sound up by 4. They're in a great spot to win this game. Let's see what the Firebirds can do with the shot, with the seconds dwindling down. Mickey Blumenthal, another three-point jump shot. And They are going to need a 3-point to tie the game after some fouls. James Harden made his free throws. Let's see if they can get a 3-pointer and tie the game. Robert! Doesn't get it to go. I mean, that's the shot you want. He's one of the best clutch players in the league, but he doesn't get it to go there. Maybe the right call would have been given it to Mickey since he's hot, but the Montreal Firebirds lose the first game against the St. Louis Sound. And let's now head into Game 2 between Tampa and Virginia. And it's looking like the Sharks are going to easily beat the Storm and move on to the second round. And this is a great sign, as like they're kind of viewed as a weird 1 seed, it's kind of similar to Baltimore last year. Like, no one expected them to be the 1 seed, and Baltimore ended up losing in the second round. So we'll see if the Sharks can, break that image of them. But it's a good sign taking down Virginia because they are dangerous. They have Ethan Daniel, Derrick Rose, Bobo, so that's a great win. And they did with ease. Sweep. They swept the Storm. And let's head to a good game. The number 5 seed Cincinnati Lions taking on number 12 Baltimore Glory. Last season we have a 12-5 upset with the Stars and Barrage. Let's see if the Glory can force another upset. Here's Ricky Rubio with the ball. He gives it to MVP Chase Alcott and misses it, but gets the offensive rebound and puts it back up. There's the MVP of the league, Chase Alcott, getting it to go for the Lions. Tie game here. We'll see the Glory can do. Here's Jaquavius Thompson. Great fake and fadeaway, and gets it to go. Great shot there from Jaquavius Thompson for the Glory. Alright, inbound here. They are down by 4, the Lions. They give it to Chase and give it to Ricky Rubio and gets it to go. Great shot there from Ricky Rubio, who is the general of this team, the grizzled vet. Alright, this one to put them up by 3. Alright, the Lions, they need a 3-pointer. They're down by 3 right now to the Glory. Alright, see what they do. Here's Rubio with the ball. He gives it to Chase, who isn't. They're going to go for a 2 here. They get it to go. Alright. They're still in this game. Only down by 1 now. And now down by 3, so they're in the same spot. Now they definitely need a 3-pointer. Let's see what they do. Alright. They give it to Dylan Brooks. And Dylan Brooks makes the jump shot there. Wow. You don't really think of Dylan Brooks as a clutch player, a great hustle player, but I mean, he does it. He stepped up to the plate, and Austin Hamilton misses a shot. So we're going to go into overtime. And remember, the first team to score in overtime wins the game. So that's especially intense in the playoffs. So let's see who grits it out, the Baltimore Glory or the Cincinnati Lions. And I swear, if we see another 12-5 upset, there's something in the water. Back-to-back years, that'd be insane, but it is a popular upset to pick if in like March Madness, 12v5 there's always one. And yeah, unfortunately, it was a lost clip. The Glory ended up winning that, so I apologize for that. But second round, third round, I have all the clips. There's a monster dunk there from Miles Bridges. We are now into another series. This time, the number 7 Panthers taking on the number 10 Liberty. And it's looking like the Panthers are going to easily win this game. However, there's Malachi Flynn scoring there for the Liberty. And unfortunately for the Liberty, this is 4 straight years of losing in the first round. They've made the playoffs every year, but they just can't win for whatever reason, and pretty sad to see, especially because a likable guy like Jonathan Isaac never being able to show his talents deep into the playoffs. And we're now into another series, the number 2 seed. The Pittsburgh Force had an amazing season, the best season they've ever had. But they've yet to make the finals yet, so we'll see if this is their year. But there is a great dunk there from Preston Sparks getting up there. But they're taking on the number 15 seed, the Barrage, who they were the ones who upset the Stars last year. But can they do the same as the 15 seed? Here's Russell Westbrook, pulls it from mid-range. Great shot there, classic Russell Westbrook, the pull at mid-range. And the Barrage are still in this game. They can still pull it off. Here is David Mitchell. Gives it to Russell Westbrook from the corner and gets it to go. All right, we have a game. They're only down by 1 now. The Force have the ball. Here's Kevin Porter Jr. Gives it to Zaire Smith, who flies by the defense. Gets the easy layup there. Zaire Smith, great slasher, 3-point shooter, whatever you want from him. And the Force are up by 3. And Westbrook makes it a 1-point game now with the layup there. Benjamin Zimmerman, David Mitchell here, and Gives it to Luka Garza for the game. They can't get it to go. The Barrage almost stole that game. The Force were lucky there. That was a great setup from David Mitchell and Luka Garza. Garza's a great shooter, but he couldn't get it to go, unfortunately. So the Force survived. And we're now into Game 2 between the Nashville Stars and Columbus Coyotes. The Stars took the first game, and it's looking like the Coyotes are going to take the second game. So we will have a Game 3 between these teams, so that should be pretty fun stuff right there. Here's Dylan Miner pulling it from 3. And he is just one of the most exciting players, and he is returning in 2K25, so that is awesome to see. So yeah, imagine if we get Jim Bob and Dylan Miner again as a duo. That'd be insane. Maybe I'll pull some strings to make that happen, but I plan to keep, I don't want to put my hands in any of this. We'll see if that happens in 2K25. But we will have a Game 3, and in this series, OKC, the number 3 seed against the Sparrows, they take Game 2. There's really no highlights in the last 2 minutes of this game, so that's why it ended immediately. But the Sparrows actually beat them in the first game, and then Wolverines took second, so there will be a Game 3. Alright, we have a number 8 versus 9 matchup, Bulldogs versus Spirits. There's a good shot there from Josh Stick, and it's just by Landon Nagel. Here's Forrest Moser, one of the best post scorers, and it shows it right there. Post hooks, post fadeaways, he has it all in the post. Here's Josh Stick once again on Forrest, or guarded by Forrest, and gets a tough shot off the glass to go there, putting the Bulldogs up more. Here's Moser at the ball. He's going to try to set up a teammate or go score and pick and roll with Thomas Bryant, and gets the easy shot to go there against Landon Nagel. Impressive stuff there. But unfortunately, it's not enough. The Bulldogs take the game, and dude, the Bulldogs, they have a great. They made the finals past 2 seasons, so they're a dangerous team. Don't want to go against them. All right, Game 2, the Force and Barrage. Once again, a close game. The Barrage just make it close against these good teams. It's impressive. But there's a great pass to Dwight Howard there, who puts the Force up by 1. The Force win. They move on to the second round. Barrage can force a Game 3 here. And Dwight Howard misses it. Garza with the rebound. And let's see what the Barrage can do. Can they take the lead here? Westbrook gives it to Kevin Love. And Kevin Love makes the shot. Look at that. Clutch stuff right there. Alright, the number 2 seed are down by 1. Can they pull away? Here's Kevin Porter Jr. with the ball. Pulls up from 3. Misses it. Dwight Howard rebound. He slams it and takes the lead. What a clutch dunk right there from Dwight Howard. In his 40s, still has it. Was an MVP candidate this year. And wow, what a shot there. But after some free throws, the Force take down the Barrage and will advance to the second round to face either the Fort Worth Panthers or the Louisville Liberty. Alright, let's check out Game 3 between the Jacksonville Bulldogs and Indianapolis Spirits. It is 1 apiece. Alright, the Spirits had the ball. They are down only by 4. So can definitely still win this game. Forrest Moser in the post on Josh Stick. And gets it to go. So clutch, this guy. So clutch. Forrest Moser. Alright, Landon Nagel misses it there. Gets the offensive rebound and a dunk. Clutch from Landon Nagel, who is now in his 2nd season and has already been in the finals and played very well in the finals as well against the Wolverines. And that's going to do it. The Bulldogs take down the Spirits and will advance to the second round. So great stuff there from the Bulldogs. They're going to take on the Tampa Bay Sharks. And definitely not a great matchup, but they play. Even though they're an 8 seed, they play better than an 8 seed, I'd say. And here is Game 3 between the Coyotes and Stars. The Coyotes are down by 8, so it's not looking good for them. We'll see what they can do. Here's Jim Bob. Oh, makes it 3. Okay, so down by 5, but they just don't have enough time. There's no way. Stars inbound it, and that's going to do it. The Stars take down the Coyotes, and they avoid another embarrassing loss. They advance to the second round. And great showing from the Coyotes. Only in their 2nd season, they take it to a Game 3 between them and the Stars. And here's a look at the second round. So the St. Louis Sound ended up beating the Firebirds, and the Panthers beat down on the Liberty. And then the Baltimore Glory took down the Cincinnati Lions. So that is a big upset there. We have back-to-back 12v5 upsets. So let's get into this second round. And let's get our Final Four going. All right, there's a great three-pointer there from Josh Stick in this Tampa Bay versus Bulldogs game, where the Sharks take down the Bulldogs in Game 1 with ease. There's Jackson Coffey and Josh Stick right there. So the Sharks are looking like a real one seed there. They are super talented. Their starting five is really good. All right, Nashville, Baltimore, Game 1. There's a clutch shot there from Jaquavius Thompson once again, and wow, the Glory are up right now. They're up by 6 right now. Jaquavius is looking to make it 7, and he does there. Come on, I'm honestly rooting for the Glory. They are struggling super early on. I mean, they traded a big part of the roster. They're super young, and there is Elijah Patterson, a 3-point jump shot there. One of the best players on this team. It is a still close game. Let's see what the Glory can do here. Here's Chris Dunn with the ball. Gives it to Jaquavius. And he's going to do a pick and roll of what we call a sign. Pretty interesting. The power forward being the ball handler. And he makes a 3-point jump shot. Impressive stuff there from the starting power forward. Playing like a point guard out here. Here's Austin Hamilton being guarded by Mike Madison. And wow, clutch shot there. And the Glory are going to beat the Nashville Stars in Game 1. So they are one win away from making the Final Four as a 12 seed, which would be very impressive stuff because no one was really expecting Glory to do well. They're super young. Super young. Austin Hamilton's rookie. Jaquavius is in like his second season. They're super young. And we're now at the number 2 versus 7 matchup between the Force and the Panthers. And the Panthers are up right now. The Panthers are up. But let's look at this highlight here from Preston Sparks off the bench, who makes the and one shot. Let's see if he can get the 3rd point. And he does. So it is a 3-point game. The Panthers are actually up on the Force right now. And the Panthers are definitely more than a 7 seed. They probably have the best starting lineup in the league. And there's Nerlens in the well, probably sealing this game. They're up by 7 after some free throws. And the shot isn't going to matter. So the Panthers win Game 1. They are 1 win away from taking down the 2 seed. And that'd be a shame for the Force because they are a fan favorite and they just haven't done well in the playoffs. They did well last year. They were in the Final Four against the Wolverines. So let's see if they can make it this year. But they have a tall task. All right, Game 1 between the Wolverines and the Sound. And the Sound are doing really good so far. So yeah, and they're actually going to win this game. So congrats to the Sound on taking a game off the Wolverines, the defending champions. By far one of the best teams in the league. They had the best player of all time in the RBL, Zach Edey. So yeah, 1 win away. And guys, I just realized we could see a Force Sound matchup, the biggest rivalry in RBL history. So that'd be pretty insane. Here's Oscar Tshiebwe. Gets the offensive rebound, does what he does best, and that's getting rebounds. And yeah, it's looking like the Sharks are going to beat the Bulldogs with ease. So it's looking like they're going to go 4-0 in the playoffs early, and they're definitely establishing themselves as a true 1 seed. So congrats to the Sharks for becoming the first team to make the Final Four so far. And impressive stuff. The Bulldogs are good. They had a lot of good pieces this year. So I'm kind of surprised that the Bulldogs didn't really go down without much of a fight. And wow, look at this. Look at what we have on screen. The Baltimore Glory just took down the Nashville Stars, a top 4 team in the league. And as a 12 seed, as a team that really got put together in the middle of the season, they were one of the worst teams starting out, and then they grouped up. The what we call a Stein trade was amazing for them, and yeah, the Baltimore Glory are in the Final Four, guys. So, and the Panthers are looking to try to get into the Final Four with a win in this game. The Force are looking to try to force a Game 3. And they ultimately do. The Force take down the Fort Worth Panthers. We have a Game 3 in the series. Force vs. Panthers. Winner will make the Final Four. So that should be a great game right there. All right, Game 2 between OKC and St. Louis. The Wolverines are up by 2. And there's a great alley-oop there to Zach Edey. You know he's going to catch that. 7'4". And AJ Wolf's a great passer. So a great play from the Wolverines. They're up by 4 on the Sound. And Here's Edie, who's looking to get it there, and he does with ease. And yeah, this is a must-win game for the Wolverines. They're looking to go back-to-back as champions. And there's Frodo Rock getting it done for the Sound right there. See if he can help bring them back. 6-point game. 3-pointer makes it a 3-point game, so definitely still winnable for the Sound. Here's Mihi Mam. Oh my goodness, gets a 3-point jump shot to go. The center spacing the floor for them. Mihi Mam. But it's not going to be enough. The Wolverines win Game 2, so we are going to see yet another Game 3 to set up the Final Four. So let's get into the Force versus the Panthers Game 3, and then we'll come back to this series. Alright, close game. Winner is going to go to the Final Four. There is Dwight Howard there with a clutch shot to put them up by 3 against the Fort Worth Panthers. Very close game here. Tyreek Evans gives it to Kemba Walker, and Kemba gets the shot to go. It's not a 3-pointer, unfortunately, but it's still a 1-point game, so still winnable. Here is Deontay Burton. Oh my goodness, gets a shot. That puts them up by 1. They could take down the Force and go to the Final Four. Wow. The Force need to score here. Let's see what they can draw up with just a few seconds left. They inbounded to AJ Griffin. Good defense there. Pulls up from 3. Oh my goodness, AJ Griffin just set the Force to the Final Four. Oh my goodness. What a shot there. A game winner to send his team to the Final Four. AJ Griffin, highly contested there. Great defense. And makes it. Oh my goodness. My goodness, I feel so bad for the Panthers, but that was an amazing highlight right there. Deontay Burton on his knees in pain. Wow. All right, we have another Game 3. We're about to set up our Final Four. Who's going to join the Sharks, the Force, and the Glory? Will it be St. Louis or the defending champions Wolverines? Let's go, guys. And there is a great pass to Zach Edey right there. Puts them up by 2 against the St. Louis Sound. See how the Sound can respond in transition. JJ Lane gives it to James Harden. Who's going to... I thought he was going to give the Frodo Rock right there, but he's going to take it on his own. Here's Mihi Mam pulling it from 3. And he makes another clutch 3-point jump shot in the series. Tie ball game, guys. Imagine this goes into overtime. Come on. Let's go, guys. Now you're rooting for a team. Let's just see some great basketball. Alright, see what the Wolverines do with the ball. Pick and roll Zach Edey. Zach Edey is going to try to post up. Can't. Great defense of Mihi Mam. Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Devontae Graham. Alright, can't get it to go. Wow. And can't make the shot there. Oh my goodness. We're going to overtime. This, guys, we could see Sound Force in the Final Four. That'd be insane. I hope we see this matchup. But the Wolverines are so good. They're probably the best team to just get a bucket, and that's dangerous in overtime. So let's see what the Sound can do with Zach Edey. Mihi Mam has to play perfect on Zach Edey in the first possession, unless they get the ball and score off tip-off. But my goodness, what a playoffs, guys. I thought Season 3 would be hard to top with the playoff moments, but my goodness, that AJ Griffin game winner just... I don't think we got any of those last year, especially a shot of that importance. So let's just see who wins this game. My goodness. I'm going to give myself a breather for a second. Alright, pick and roll, Zach Edey. And my goodness, bad defense there. Bad defense there. This Zach Edey wins the game for OKC. We were so close to a Sound Force matchup. That would have been amazing, but the Sound led up a bit on the Wolverines, and you just can't do that. So the defending champions are alive, and here is the Final Four. Tampa Bay is going to take on the Baltimore Glory, and the Pittsburgh Force are going to take on the defending champions Wolverines. That matchup right there is awesome. So yeah, guys, that is going to do it with this video. The next episode, we will crown the 4th ever RBL champion, the final champion of NBA 2K24. And we'll also see who wins the bracket challenge, and the winner will be able to submit custom players without being a member. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'm so excited to finish this series and then start a new and better series in 2K25. So make sure to keep supporting the channel and the series, guys. So Let's see what happens next episode. Peace out, guys.